So today I decided to go on a walk, and I also decided to take the camera along with me to film a video, because today I don't have to work in the evening and I have a bit of spare time, but still I'm not doing anything that's worth filming. So I decided this is gonna be a little bit of a sit down and a chat video. So if you like listening to me, stay tuned. So I took some notes about some things I want to talk about, and I'm gonna read it off my phone. There's a lot of people that are walking in front and behind and next to me, so this is also kind of like a little exercise. I need to start learning that it doesn't matter what all these omas and opas think about me. I firstly want to say that I kind of feel bad for not posting more videos, but there's not a lot going on in my life at the moment. I just work every day and go to the gym, and it's very repetitive and there's nothing new happening, which is quite boring when you filmed it once to film it all again, and I don't think anyone wants to see that. I've done a day in the life and that's enough for me. Also, the videos take a lot of time to edit and to make, and I just don't have that time at the moment. So this video is not going to be edited too hard, not color graded, none of that fancy stuff. This is just a raw talk between a guy sitting on grass and his camera. So this is where I stand at the moment. I've done my sugar detoxing for around 4 weeks now, and I'd say I've done it successfully, and I think I'll stop caring that much about sugar detoxing and mostly focusing on eating less chocolate, because sugar wasn't really the big deal, it was chocolate. So since then I've only had 2 or 3 pieces of chocolates where I actually couldn't say no, where a colleague brought chocolate from their country and I obviously had to try it. So I have eaten chocolate on a few occasions, but I'd say I'm not into chocolate that much anymore. And it's really hard to cut out sugar from your everyday life, because sugar is pretty much in everything. Also, like you guys saw, I moved into this new apartment, which isn't that new anymore. And since moving in, I actually gained around 8 kilograms right now. I know, I'm a big boy. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, because on the one side, I want to be stronger and heavier and bigger. But on the other side, I also enjoyed being lean and having all these veins. But I guess you can't have everything in life. And at this point in time, it's actually better for me to just use what I have, which is free food, and just bulk up as much as I can, because soon I won't have that privilege anymore and I need to buy my own food, and that's when I can rather than focus on cutting down some fat. The most important lesson that I've learned, kind of in Büsum, was how important your environment actually is, not just for your mental health, but also your physical health. I mostly blame the fact that my weight has gone up that much on the shitty apartment that I'm in right now, because I've totally stopped cooking food on my own or in my own kitchen, because I think it's just super disgusting and unhygienic, and I'd rather not eat any food at home than having to cook food in my kitchen there. I much rather prefer to go eat out, because I do work 2 jobs where I get free meals, and I just use those. So I get breakfast at the bakery, lunch and dinner at my other restaurant job. The thing is, I actually did love making food in my other apartment, but I think that was just because I liked the environment. I hate cooking in my new kitchen right now. And I have learned that if I ever have the choice in the future between an affordable apartment, but where the environment is shitty and I don't feel well, and an expensive apartment, I'll always choose to spend a bit more money on the place I live in, because it really does make a difference. And then I want to tell you guys about something exciting that's going to be happening soon in my life. So as of today, which is Monday, I only have one more week left in Büsum. I'll be taking the train to Frankfurt in exactly 7 days. So next week, Monday, I'll be staying in Frankfurt for one night, and then I'll be flying to Thailand. I'll be traveling Southeast Asia for 2 months, and I'm super excited. And I really want to take a lot of videos and take you guys along on my journey. So stay tuned and like and the biggest problem I have right now is that I don't have anything to film besides my day in the life, which I already filmed. But I can't wait for this Thailand trip because I'll have so much content and so much just things going on in my life which I can all film and document, which won't be super boring, and where I'll be so happy in the future that I did film it. And I'm already excited to look back on those memories one day. I want to upload all of my Asia adventures to YouTube and kind of use YouTube as like a journal or a diary where I can one day look back on those videos and just be happy of how I lived my life back then. Or not. But that was all for this video, guys. Hope you stayed to the end. If you did, thank you. And I hope to see you guys soon.